Buff Metal back with another video. The topic of today's rant: speedrunning 100,000 extreme metal bands gives you exactly 0 props in the metal community. What is going on, guys? Yeah, today I'm going to talk about exactly that. I am coming hot off the heels of my road trip to Virginia, where I saw the Lurking Corpses. If you didn't see the interview that I'd done with them or the road vlog that I had made, go check them out. I thought those videos came out awesome. You know, I wish I got to spend more time in Virginia, but regardless, man, met some really cool people, fans of the channel. Shout out to Johnny Corleone and his family for saying what up out there. And, you know, yeah, anyways, getting on with today's video, I just wanted to say, yeah, man, slow the buying and the listening down a bit, all right? Look, guys, here's something I think about kind of often, man. Like, I can be pretty slow, right, to getting around to checking out certain bands and stuff, and man, that is fine by me. To me, the way I look at it, bro, and again, Buff Metal dude, I'm always trying to combine life philosophies with metal philosophies, right? The way I look at stuff, how can you really appreciate shit if you don't sit with it? So what the catalyst that got me thinking about this was kind of thinking about how they used to do shit, right? Basically, you know, it was like mail order cassettes and vinyls and stuff, and, you know, you'd have to know somebody to know somebody, and it really slowed the process of taking in metal, right? Back in the day, because you had to wait for stuff to come in from the mail, whether it be from Norway, Sweden, wherever it was coming from, to the US or vice versa, or, you know, just all around the country. And yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, man, like, you used to have to sit with albums a hell of a lot more, you know what I mean? And nowadays, dude, you can hop on any one of these, you know, distros, sites, and dude, this is a good thing, right? That you can buy pretty much anything you're looking for, at least on Discogs, whatever, you know. It's like you can literally go down the rabbit hole with whoever, and there's probably someone selling their stuff out there. So what does that cause? That causes a lot of people to, you know, be into a lot of stuff because you can get anything. And I get it, man. Like, dude, there are times I definitely bite off more than I can chew with bands. You know, another thing that I think about too is, like, how much time at the end of the day do I have to sit with my record collection and, like, really just nerd out and you know, hold the record and listen and be quiet and still, you know? I don't have a lot of time in my day for that. You know, I wish I had more, but I can only dedicate it to so many bands and so many albums and stuff like that. So whatever it is that I buy, I want to make sure it's something that, you know, I'm able to put on any time. I want to make sure it's something that I really want to listen to time and time again, right? Especially, you know, as I get older, man, my choices get slimmer as to what I'm gonna buy. You know, I don't want to just buy random shit from random bands. I like buying stuff from guys who are either doing it a little different, who are you know, classic legacy bands. Blasphemy, dude, if I had a nickel for every time I threw on a Blasphemy album, whether it's at home on the turntable or at the gym or while driving around, I'd be a very rich man. And honestly, if I was to talk about on the channel the only stuff, like, exactly what I'm listening to all the time, it would be like a very short you guys would get tired of hearing me talk about Blasphemy, let's put it that way, or Black Witchery, or, you know, a lot of the war metal stuff I'm always talking about. But I guess the thing is, man, is, like, I'm in no rush to discover 1,000 bands, you know, like, because again, when you look at how the old heads did it and how they got so familiar and grew to love what they, you know, the stuff that became staples and classics and genre defining or whatever, like, people weren't speed running shit back then, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like everybody was just getting what they could get their hands on, and they had to sit with it for longer, you know, and that's a really big part of my, like, buying philosophy and listening philosophy. Like, I don't want to just, like, hop on a bandwagon and then get all excited about a band for like 5 minutes and then shelf it and done. Yeah, that's that. It's like, dude, how can you really claim you really love anything if that's how you approach it, you know? Like, I don't like, I almost feel like it's disrespectful to the bands, you know? You cheapen the experience a little bit. So, you know, dude, I've been getting a lot more selective with what I buy and making sure it's all stuff that, like, yeah, dude, when I'm chilling at home, this is what I want to sit around and listen to. Holy balls, it is hot in this car. Yeah. So, I mean, I think a lot of the newer guys where, you know, there's this vast sea of albums you can buy. And, dude, again, not just shitting on anybody or newer guys or older guys or whatever. It's just, I'm just reacting to the times that we live in, right? yeah, you can get anything. So I feel like people just speed run. They buy something, they go, oh, this is sick, and then they shelve it, and it's just like another part of the collection. And I feel like you're not really getting the full thing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting the full pleasure that is blasphemy if you just like spin Fallen Angel of Doom. And not for nothing, like, Fallen Angel of Doom is a dense album, you know? Like, a lot of these war metal albums, I've been listening to Bloody Vengeance too. Shout out to that band. That shit rules. Like, yeah, I gotta grab a copy of their stuff. But, yeah, the point is like, they're very dense. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to listen for. So the idea that you could just kind of buy something, rip it once or twice, put it on the shelf, and be done with it is like, dude, you don't really know that band, man. You don't really know. You didn't really listen to that, you know? Like, sit with it longer, dude. And this is a good way to segue into life, right? Like, I find that a lot of dudes, you know, a lot of younger guys and stuff, man, they get that TikTok brain, you know what I mean? Where they just swipe, next, scroll, and it's like, dude, holy fuck, like, why don't you slow the roll down a little bit? You don't have to go so quickly, move so fast through life. I feel like that's how you get zero enjoyment and zero connection out of things. You know, I don't know. I've kind of made it my thing to try and chill out. You know what I'm saying? Chill my shit a bit. You know, like, I don't really sit around scrolling, for one. I mean, not that gives me any more props, dude. If you're a real scroller or a TikTok scroller, dude, that's your thing, man. You know, chill out how you want to chill out. But dude, again, then it starts cutting into like metal record time and stuff like that. That's why I don't watch a lot of metal YouTube really either, is just because, like, I don't know, man. I don't want anything to interfere with the metal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like keeping up with certain channels, man, who are either my friends or, you know, who, like J-Dog, you know, I watch his stuff here and there just because, like, again, that's how I keep up with the releases from Hell's Headbangers. And goddamn, dude, talk about a label that doesn't put out anything bad, man. That's one of those things that's like, yeah, their albums, you pretty much got me with most of those. And one of the reasons for that is, dude, they're all so unique. They're all so unique and different. And there's nothing really, like, there's no other label putting out stuff besides Nuclear War Now. I'd say they do the same thing. They have a real specific sound and stuff like that they go for. And, like, you know, it seems like there are very certain bands that they take on. And I mean, I appreciate that. And I want to be able to enjoy those things fully, you know? So I spend more time listening to music than I do, like, you know, YouTube videos or anything like that. So if I'm out of the loop, if I ever seem like I'm behind on stuff, it's because I'm chilling out, man. I'm really in no rush to discover 1,000 bands. And, like, dude, if you got something that's cool and it's in the vein of things that I listen to, whether it be, you know, war metal type stuff, you know, or even brutal death. I've been going back down the rabbit hole because of Lividity, man. Yeah, I've been checking out some of those bands that are kind of offshoot to that, like, who is Dead End and Prophecy and some of those other bands. And, dude, those are fucking awesome, dude. They're really good. And, again, though, like, I'm really in no rush to go too far down the rabbit hole with anything, because it's like, I like what I like, and I want to give those things time, because I find that the more you sit with things and the more you let them grow on you, the more you can get out of it, really. The more you develop kind of a relationship with the tunes, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude, as far as life goes too, man, maybe take that as a life lesson, right? Whatever it is, whatever you want to do, just slow the roll down. Or is that the phrase? Or slow the road, slow the roll. Chill out, simmer down, you know, and sit with things longer, whether it be movies, you know. How often do you, like, pick up every small detail of a good movie in the first go, you know, or books, reading, comics, you know, like, comics are loaded with so much detail and stuff from the artists that it's like, some of them, you know, you go back through, especially, like, I love Ed Piskor and the Red Room series. Like, if you go back through those, man, there's just so much detail and stuff in every little thing, and it's like, it would be a shame to just, like, read it once, go, yep, got it, put it on the shelf, and be done with it, you know? And I feel the same way about bands. I feel the same way about pretty much everything, man. So if I could give you any little piece of advice, if my advice is worth anything as a goddamn metal YouTuber, it would be exactly that, man. Chill out. There's no rush to discover all these bands, man. Life is long, hopefully, you know? And in that, you'll come across stuff slowly, you know what I'm saying? So don't rush. Don't make it feel like in the vast seas that you have to rush to check out this because someone said it was cool and that only posers wouldn't know this. It's like, Who gives a fuck? Why do you care about some other dude's opinion on something as arbitrary as music? You know what I'm saying? So that's it, guys. I just wanted to ramble about that a bit, and I hope that can connect. I wonder if you guys feel the same way. You know, are there any bands you get hung up on? Let me know down in the comments. And freaking A, dude, I'm happy to be back making videos and doing what I do and home after that long trip on the road and getting my regular schedule back. I know I missed a couple of days, but it's because I was out doing metal business. Too much horror business, driving late at night. Yeah.